impactful government policy so far. So far, the National Apprenticeship Program is the most impactful national government policy so far for young people, because what we are doing, give young people skills, tools to learn the skills and to establish. You have set them up economically. You have liberated them economically forever. It is better than giving them tokens. 2,000, 5,000 today. Many of them will finish spending that money and they will get back to the begging table and be begging. So I think that we need to have conversation on how we can empower young people in a more sustainable way.
Let's talk about football, because I understand you love football.
Yeah, yes, I do football.
Had it not been some small thing, you would have been a blaster player.
I love football. I love football. I have a football team as well.
Oh, you have a football team?
Yes.
Oh, okay. In the constituency?
Yes, in the constituency.
Division what?
We are in Division 2, but we are coming to Division 1 soon.
And very soon you come to the Premiership?
That's what I want. I mean, I have a 5-year plan to get to the Premiership, because I want to give Southern Volta their first Premier League team in a long time. Yeah.
We are going to the World Cup. You think we can do well?
I believe that the Black Stars will do very well.
Go past 2010.
I'm always biased when it comes to Black Stars. In fact, even when things are very difficult for the team, I'm one of those who believe that we are winning. So, but I believe that with the preparations that we are putting in place, I have had a few conversations with the GFA president, who is a good friend, and I think that I love the mindset behind the preparation. We will do well. I am confident that.
Very confident we'll do well. If go past 2010.
If there is, yes, we should go past 2010. If there is any team in Africa that will head to the finals and eventually bring the trophy, I believe it will be my Black Stars, and it can happen in this 2026 World Cup.
Obviously, for the Black Stars to do well, supporters must be there. You think government should help people go in there to go and support?
You want to give me trouble.
No, I'm just asking because
so, Sammy, I have
over the years.
Sammy, let me state it. I have this is my very personal view. I want to state it. Personal view. And I pray I'm not misquoted. My personal view is that I have gone to do the calculations on what it will cost government to send a single supporter to the World Cup, even just for the group stages.
Okay.
I've explored that, because the number of people that come to me daily that, Nabo, you like sport, want to go to the World Cup. I've gone to do my passport and what have you. I tried to do some rough calculations. And if you ask me, Eric Edem Agbana, my personal view, I do not think that government should use public funds to take supporters to the World Cup. It will cost government on the average minimum $9,000. Now,
for per
supporter, just for the group stages, this includes flight, tickets to watch the game, accommodation, and some small feeding allowance. On the average, just about 9,000. Now, let's assume that government even intends to take 2,000 supporters. We are talking of $18 million. And now with 2,000 supporters, spread it across 276 constituencies. What it means is that we are going to get less than 10. Now, if you ask me to bring even 10 people from Ketu North to go to the World Cup, and you will spend close to 20,000, you spend close to, so nine times times 10, right? So $90,000. I will tell you that please use that to construct an AstroTurf for a sports complex for me in Ketu North.
But you need supporters in the stadium.
We have a lot of Ghanaians, and a lot of people are able to travel on their own to go watch.
But other governments are doing it.
We have a lot of Ghanaians also in these countries that the World Cup will be played. I think that we should invest in. So, for example, I am planning to construct an AstroTurf for my people in Georgia. If government will give me more funds, I would want to take one to the Veta people area, where beyond World Cup, you have a turf, you have a modern complex, sports complex, where young people will. So that is my personal view, that if you ask me, I would prefer government will invest. But what I also know is that in some countries, governments will raise funds from the private sector. So if private sector is donating towards taking supporters to the World Cup, I don't have a problem with it. I will gladly join, or let constituents of mine join. But I think that government, my personal view, and I know this comment, a lot of people will insult me, but you know what? So for especially for our grassroots, who will question why I said let's not take supporters. The question I ask, that if, for example, government says let's take 10 people even from your country, the question is, will you be part?
Yeah.
How many of them will be part?
Yeah.
You understand? So I have done my calculations. I love football. I wish to be at the World Cup. Many of us love football. But I would wish that the focus of government should be on leaving proper infrastructure dotted across the regions, across the constituencies. I was at the whole sports stadium yesterday to watch Home Stars beat Sampefi FC. And what we see as a stadium, I have a video here sent to me from that stadium yesterday. This afternoon, actually, there was a Division 2 game going on this afternoon, and then it started raining. If you see, the whole place got flooded. You know, so I think that we should have, these are the conversations that we have.
Sports infrastructure.
Invest. Currently, we have a sports fund. Kudos to Kofi Adams and the government. Let's put in more funds, more money into this fund, so we develop the game from the grassroots level across.
And then we have to go, but let's talk about constituency.
Yes.
How is the people of K2 not doing?
My people are doing very well, and we've done a lot of projects, and we still do more. My focus, one of the focus areas is education. So, I mean, last year I gave out 421 tertiary scholarships.
Okay.
On 22nd of this month, March, I'll be giving another 400 tertiary students, all from K2 North. And we are funding education because we do not want.
Where are you getting the resources from?
So there are ways. In last year when we did a program, some NGOs were on board, some individuals who donated, some companies supported as part of their CSR. We listed all those companies and how much they contributed. It was all there, very transparent about the process. As we speak, the 400 that will be benefiting, I published the list today on my website. So it is not just like a politician throwing figures. I publish their names, their level, the courses they are studying, the university where they are. And so people are donating, and we are still calling on people to come on board and support us. So 22nd of this month, you can send your team there. That's one. I'm currently supporting over 500 people in active apprenticeship, over 500 young people in an active apprenticeship, where we are supporting them to learn a skill. We've paid the apprenticeship fee. We supported them with some cash to learn whatever trade that they want, and we are supporting them to set up. These are some of the things that we are doing in K2 North, in addition to the many infrastructure projects that we are lobbying from other agencies, from the MP's office directly. These are some of the things that we are doing.
Okay. My sports people want me to ask you, should the day you be included in the Black Star squad?
Well, I always say that the coach should be allowed to make the best decision. But if you ask me, we need to reward sacrifice and hard work.
And
It should be and loyalty. It should be included. That is my.
At his age,
it's beyond his age. He's still actively playing. Only yesterday he scored a beautiful goal. That is. I'm saying that I'm not going to decide for the coach, but my view is that Dede has shown enormous commitment and loyalty to the Black Stars, and I think he must be included. Let me tell you, one of my regrets from the 2006 and 2010 World Cup is that Eli Kingston did not play. I thought that even with injury and the second one, which was the suspension, he should have been included in the team, because we saw how hard he fought for the qualification. That is why personally I am against players who said no to us in the past. I don't think that they should be included. I mean, that is my view, but that's my view, not even the view of my constituency. So I mean, you just want to give me trouble.
Edem Agbana, the member of parliament for the K2 North constituency in the Volta region, my guest tonight on Point Blank on Eyewitness News. And that's where we end today's edition of Eyewitness News that came to you live from our studios here in Accra. I am Sami Wiafi. Earlier you heard Ejubi Wiafi Akenton, show produced by Kwabna Wilson, Beverly Nadine, and Fred Tete Jabona, as well as Juliana Odaming. Technical assistant Desmond Nyako. Till we come your way again tomorrow, may the good Lord be with us all.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on